Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I've got a Q&A video here, and it's going to be a Q&A video, and these are some of the questions that I've been obviously receiving regarding bodybuilding. So I just thought I will do a video on it and just answering them. So okay, so first question is, and this is actually a most asked question, everyone's been asking, you know, what made you get into bodybuilding? So when I've always wanted to do it, and you know, obviously coming from a sporting background, growing up I was actually a tomboy, so I liked sports and I just liked being active. And it wasn't up until years later, obviously as I got older, I started seeing like bodybuilding stuff, and it was something that I've always wanted to just give it a go. And obviously I never knew like the preparation that goes into it, but it was, you know, when it's just something that's in the back of your mind and you're like, oh, I really want to do it, I really want to do it, and then you just keep pushing it and you never like go ahead with it. And then I remember one time I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And it wasn't something that I spoke out loud to everyone. It was something that I sort of kind of kept to myself, and something, you know, like, you know, I didn't want people's opinions, because the moment they hear bodybuilding, people always associate it with having massive muscles, looking so big, and never realize like there's different divisions within bodybuilding, and it depends obviously what you want to, or the type of look that you're going for. So, and I didn't know like they had different types up until I finally started doing my research about it, started coming across things. And what's funny is like when you start searching up things on Instagram regarding bodybuilding, all they start showing you after that is just bodybuilding stuff. So, and I would save things, and yeah, and I just decided to just go for it, and I tried it and I loved it. And you know, it obviously teaches you discipline, and it's just a mental thing. So that's when I kind of researched and found out more about other categories. So yeah, the next question is, what is your favorite body part to train? I love training legs. I've got like a love and hate relationship, eh? Like there's days where, and it's crazy too, when I'm like going through like Instagram, or if I come across something online and stuff, and you see how someone else's legs like look like, I'm like, oh, it pushes me more, it challenges you more. And every time that I go in, I'm always trying to push myself even more. I love upper body, but my upper body like doesn't take long to develop. Like it just develops just like that. So yeah, like I don't worry about that area, but I find that lower body, like you've got to do a lot in order to like get the results. And every time that I'm in there, like I'm always pushing more and more just to like bring out those legs a little. So what was or is my current split? So when I was training, my split was 3 days lower body, and then 2 days upper body. So it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday was the lower bodies, and then Tuesday and Thursday upper body. And you know, we did glutes, hemis, we did quads, we did calves as well. So it was a mixture in there. And usually when I was doing like a lower body or sometimes an upper body, like he would chuck in an ab workout. So usually it would be like leg raises, crunches, and yeah, it was just leg raises and crunches, and it was a superset. So it was, yeah, like it was tough, like it was hard. Then straight after each workout, I would do a cardio session. So like it would increase as weeks went by, and this was during cutting phase. And yeah, it started from like 20 minutes, and then to a point where I was doing like an hour and a half most. I did 2 hours before on the stepper, and it was always a step up. But there was times where if my body felt like I was feeling a little bit tight or just exhausted, I would do the treadmill and I'll put it on an incline. Now that the comp is over, I'm currently on a 4-week training block. So again, we've increased calories, just making sure, you know, just trying to get the body back to where it was. And then we're going to start a new training phase. So again, the split is still, actually it's 4 days now. So Mondays I do legs, and then Tuesday upper body, and then I have Wednesday off. Then Thursday is, what was it? I think it's lower body. And then the last training day, it's full body workout. So legs and upper body. And then once that's done, then we start a new training block. But the main focus for this, the next training block, is we're working more on glutes and hamstrings, just to bring them out a little bit more. Again, as I said in one of my videos, like, again, we fell short on conditioning, but that was due to many things like stress, getting sick, and so on. So, you know, like every time it's a learning process. So using that information, like, we try to obviously make it better for next time. So yeah, what's your diet like? So right now, my macros, so my carb intake is actually high. So I think I'm sitting at about 268, and then my protein intake is about 160 something, I think 162 or 65, I can't remember from the top of my head. And then fats, we're sitting at about, I think 53 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's where I'm currently at, and my calories is 2100, so just a little bit over 2100. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Like, I'm gradually getting there in terms of like the body getting used to like the foods, because there's some days where I feel really, really hungry, and then some days where like I am fine. So I try to keep myself busy. That way I'm not constantly thinking about food, because I remember in prep, obviously, like when you're restricted with calories, that's what you're constantly thinking about. It's like food, food, food. And then even though you try to keep yourself really busy, like, you're still finding yourself having to think about food. So, so now it's getting better. It's good that I'm aware of it, and I'm trying not to like think about it too much and just keep myself busy. It's actually a lot better now than it was before. And there was times, like, you know, when obviously when I had that week off, like, I was just constantly eating, like just shoving everything. Like, the worry was like, I don't want to put on so much weight, you know, I want to maintain a certain weight, and sometimes it becomes a worry, but it's better now, and it's good, like, I'm aware of it. So, you know, I try to control that and just keep myself busy and keep doing my training. So yeah. So the next question is, what did you find challenging about the journey? Okay, so everything. Like, I found that obviously social life, like, you could still have a social life. It wasn't as much. You could still have it, but the thing is, like, you know, when you're out and about, like with friends or whatever, you know, normally you go out and you eat out and, you know, you do all these things. But again, when you're so, like, when you're so obviously focused on a goal and you're in comp prep, like, everything else doesn't matter now. Like, it becomes like me. So you're focused on you, but you're focused on the fact that, okay, my food needs to be ready. I've got to do my training. You know, like, I've got to get this done or get that done. And it's a lot, like, even just prepping as well. Like, I have to kind of remind myself that, okay, you've got this many weeks to go, like, just stay focused, stay on track. Yeah, like, it's been a challenge. It's not easy. Like, if you're gonna go in or even just try it out, it's one of those things where you have to prepare yourself. You know, and it does put a strain on the relationship as well. So I'm grateful that like my partner, like he's obviously into the gym, he trains, and like he understood as well at the same time. So he wasn't like, he also felt the pain as well. So it wasn't like just my pain, it was also his pain as well, in the sense that, you know, obviously we couldn't go out, we couldn't do much, but you know, we prepped together. That was the good side of it, and we stayed on track, and it was good that we had each other to kind of push each other through, even though he wasn't competing, so it just helped in that sense. It's a lot, right? Mentally it's a lot. And then the after as well, like where you've seen your body go through this phase and you look great, and then it's like, yeah, I want to maintain this physique, but realistically, you know that like you can't attain that physique forever. And also, like, if you obviously want to build certain areas, you've got to put a bit of fat on just so you can be able to do that. So yeah. What's your favorite protein brand to use? Now, I love the Raw one, and I find that when I have it, it's quite light as well. It's very easy to mix, so especially when I was having stuff like oats, like it was just easy to just mix into that, and then even just in yogurts as well. I have tried other brands, but honestly, like that would probably be like my favorite, and I've just kind of stuck to it, hey. And I always get the chocolate fudge. I've tried banana as well. That one's really, really nice. It actually tastes like frozen banana, sorry. It tastes really, really, really good. So those are the two that I kind of alternate, yeah, in terms of when I have my protein shake. What are your bodybuilding inspos, or who are your bodybuilding inspos, sorry. So there is Francielle Martos. Literally like the ones that do wellness, a Brazilian. I like Francielle Martos. I think that's how you say her last name. I like Isabel Pereira, Yarishna. I like Sydney Gillen, like figure, like, oh, she's just like, she's amazing. Like, you just need to go watch her. You just need to follow her so you can just see her. Like, her physique, her upper body, just that tapered, like, upper, oh, it's like amazing, like small. She's like, her waist, just go look at her. Like, she's amazing. There's a few that I've come across that I really, really like. And, you know, I follow them and they just look great. So yeah, those are like, if I'm trying to obviously get to a certain like look, I just look at them just for inspiration. So next one is, how did you manage to find time for training, work, and day-to-day life? Oh yeah, look, when you're on this, you've just got to balance your life. You know, you just got to find a way. Like, now, for me, it was easier to train early in the morning because then I get the workout done, and then once I'm done, I come back, get myself ready, and then go about my day. If I leave it till later on throughout the day, which I'm always busy all the time, so I find that I get very, very tired, and that I don't want to do like the workout later on. Like, I've done it on 1 or 2 occasions where I had to do the workout in the afternoon, because it's either like I forgot to set my alarm and or I just slept in, so I had to do it later on. But it wasn't the best feeling, especially to like coming from work and you're just exhausted, and then you've got to go do your workout. Like, it was, yeah, like I couldn't. I was like, nah. So I would get up, my routine was I would get up I'll set my alarm around 4, and then, you know, get myself ready, and then I'm literally out of there like just a little bit after 4:30, like 4:35. It's like 10 minutes down the road drive, and then I start my workout. So I spend about an hour and a half in the gym when I was training for comp. But then the times changed. So then I had to get up a bit earlier, sometimes 3:30, because my cardio sessions were longer. So I needed to get out of there by like at least 6:30 or just a little bit after 6:30 in the morning. So I would spend, you know, at least about 2.5 hours in the gym. Normally the workout would take, like you can go to, a good session was about, you know, just a little bit, yeah, over an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes an hour and 30 minutes, but it depends because a lot of people were coming in or come in around 4 and usually like tradies and then get their workout done so they can be out of there like by 6. So on the days I wasn't working, like I would still actually go that time, but then I'll take, you know, take my time and yeah, but I had to find the balance because, and once I got into that routine and I structured myself, like it became easier to get it done. And then all my meals were prepped over the weekend. So I would do either 5 or 7 days worth and it's just there ready to go. So, and then if I need to make a new batch, then again, it would be like on a weekend that I do it. So yeah, what did you struggle the most with after the comp was over? So because I didn't have a goal after, like the goal was done, like we've done the comp, we've achieved it. It was just getting back to routine, as I was saying before, and also food-wise, like just having that good relationship with food. Like I am still struggling a little bit, but you know, I am aware of it. But that was really, really hard. And just even trying to control my eating as well, because even if I've eaten like what I'm supposed to eat for the day, like I would find like I would nibble on things. So what I've done now is I have like Monday to Friday, I'll stick to my plan. And then on weekend is when I have my off plan meals. So at least I don't feel so guilty like if I do it throughout the week. But I just need to get into that pattern where like I have that a good relationship with food and I'm not thinking about it and so on. So that's probably what's working at the moment. Up until obviously we get better, then like yeah, at least I can ease off a little bit. But you know, there's times as well like where I'll have, you know, a little bit here and I'll nibble something, or like if I finish my food and I stay up a little bit late and I was like, fuck, I'm hungry, I need to have something. So yeah, I need to like kind of stop that little habit. But again, like I said, I am aware of it. So, but yeah, those are the questions that you guys have asked me, or like that I've been getting obviously in DMs. So I just thought I would answer them. But I think I've answered like pretty much everything that you guys have asked me regarding my comp prep. So until next time, yeah, right now it's just all about building glutes, hammies, bring them in. My quads, like they're there, you know, again, we're gonna do that. He said we're gonna go through like, you know, the build phase, and then we do a mini cut so we see where we're at, and then we continue again. So I'm excited about it. And yeah, so that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.